I have to work 40 hours a week just so I can have a place to live. 40 hours a week makes me $2,000 a month, and my rent is $1,660. So I work 40 hours a week so I can have a 2-bedroom apartment and an extra $300 a month. Like, it doesn't cover my phone, internet, food, So not only do I not have any extra money, but just working makes me so exhausted that I don't have time either. Like, I get off work at 5:30, come home, and I'm just so tired. Anything that I need to do outside of work, I then just push off to the weekend, and I'm like, I'm just too tired to do this after work. I'll wait until Saturday. So then I end up with so much to do on the weekend that ends up having to be split into 2 days. So I have to do stuff on both Saturday and Sunday. So then I don't get a day off. I don't get a day to relax. I don't get to decompress. So it is really like working 7 days a week.
Hi, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. So we're going to be checking out some videos on just helpful tips. Some people share some ideas to help people live in this economy, like how to survive, because we know that the economy isn't really too good. Like, we're just most of us are managing to survive through this and live through the tough times with the job market and everything, with paycheck not being enough to sustain in this cost of living. And getting some helpful tips from some people sharing what they are doing to survive and cope might be helpful to someone. So I thought I should share this video with you. So we are going to be checking this video out, see what advice people have to give. But before we get right into this video, please make sure you click the like button. It helps the algorithm and I appreciate you so much. Let's get right into this video.
Not having credit card debt, driving paid off cars, not owing anyone anything is so counterculture, almost to the point where people can't wrap their head around not owing anyone anything. Just know that when you decide to live this lifestyle, it is so weird. You are going to be so weird, but that's okay because the culture is broke. There are people out there that have never not had a car payment. Like, for them, having a car payment is so normal. It is so just what everyone does. Like, I will never forget, dude, working with this coworker. She would spend her entire lunch break making credit card payments, calling up banks, literally doing everything but eating. I don't think she realized the constant chaos that her life was in, because that is what her routine looked like. I kid you not, at least 2 to 3 times a week. That is no way to live. There is no amount of brand new smell in your leather car seats that would convince me enough to steal my peace every single month. And this is why I will always say that the biggest thing you can chase is peace. Make all of your decisions based on what gives you the most amount of peace.
I honestly have no idea what to do anymore. I'm sitting here, it's almost midnight. I've been scrolling for hours, just looking for jobs, like extra jobs. I work 2 jobs right now, and I feel like I can't even afford, what I'm trying to pay for. My rent's so expensive. I go to the grocery store today, I get bread, peanut butter, jelly, and milk, and it comes out to almost $18. $18 for sandwich ingredients without any protein and milk. I mean, my phone bill's expensive, gas is expensive, and I'm just like, man, I'm a 28-year-old. I'm out here in Oregon, and I honestly don't even know what to do. Something needs to change. Something must change very, very fast, or I honestly, I don't know if I'll be able to survive this. I've talked to many people. They're in the same boat, so I want to use this page as a place for people to come support each other and just, hopefully get through this together, because I know it's not just me. We're in this together. It's going to be okay, but we really got to ride this out together.
Unless you are living under some kind of rock, then you should know that America is headed towards a recession and more likely a depression. So here is a list of monetary and non-monetary things that you can do to prepare for this crisis. You want to set aside a small amount of cash. Specifically, you want enough to be able to fill your gas tank and to feed yourself and your pet. Find your important documents and have them set aside in case of an emergency. In the instance that you need to leave and you need to leave quickly, You don't want to be scrambling around looking for your passport, your birth certificate, or your social security card. Please have these things safeguarded somewhere close to the exit of your home. Everyone's already been saying this, but please stop purchasing unnecessary items. And now this is a personal one. You can incorporate it if you'd like. No more makeup and learn how to do your own maintenance. This is not the time for that. And the reason for no more makeup is because I don't want to have to go purchase anymore. I will have the makeup if I'm going somewhere important, but for everyday occasions, there's just no reason to be wasting that product. Use this time to invest in your appearance, to take care of your skin, to work out, and to sleep so that you don't need the makeup. Whatever you've set your targeted emergency fund amount to be, double it. So if you've had 3 months, aim for 6. If you've had 6 months saved up, aim for 12. I know that might be difficult. Right now, you need to be focused on securing your housing, making sure that that's taken care of for at least a year, and being able to eat and transport yourself to and from work. I know that does not sound fun, but that is not our focus right now. Right now, your focus is being able to survive this economic crisis. Start the side hustle this year. There is not a better time to start than right now. So if you're someone that's already doing well, this will also be the perfect time to multiply what you already have. You need to be watching the stock market and the housing market, so as the prices of these things fall, you can go in, sweep, and acquire the assets for yourself. Now, what you choose to do will obviously depend on your goals, but this does not have to be a scary situation. It is alarming, but there are steps that you can take to ensure that you will be okay during this time.
All right, so I make $15 an hour. I have one son and I do not get child support. I'm gonna tell you guys some of the ways that I'm saving money, because I get people constantly asking me, how are you making it? How are you making it? I'm gonna be honest. Number one is credit card debt. It's not avoidable. Now, disclaimer, I make $15 an hour, but I did go to school for cosmetology. I do cut hair and I do get tips. So I'm throwing that out there. I get tips. Depends on the day. Today I got a $50 tip. That does not happen often. But anyways, normally I average like 40. I mean, it depends. All right. Number one, I do not get my hair and nails done. You can tell. I mean, you can tell. But it's just not in the budget. It's not a priority. All right, number two, no internet. I know that's a tough one. Subscriptions, haven't seen her. I do not have subscriptions to anything. I, in fact, closed my bank account down, so anything linked to it would be shut off, and I switched over to Chime. I do use the hotspot on my phone for like my son's tablet, but that broke. So we watch a lot of PBS Kids, and he's been really into reading lately, which brings me to my next point. I don't buy the books. I go and I find the little free libraries. You can find them like with an app on your phone. All right, number three, food pantries. I make too much to qualify for assistance by $1.36. So I go to food pantries, and then when I grocery shop, I go to Aldi or Walmart. Used to be a big Dollar Tree girl. They raised their prices. You are actually not getting a deal at Dollar Tree. You're better off going to Walmart in this economy. Stuff is like $5 there now, $1.75. It's not worth it. Oh, another thing. Quit buying bottled water and just buy a big jug. Get a water bottle and fill this. It's cheaper. Or get a Brita, but I don't like Britas. All right, number four. Thrift stores are a ripoff. I don't know what's going on with Red Racks, but they are scamming people. They are scamming people. You can buy shit cheaper brand new than you can at Red Rack. So forget thrifting at this point. You're going to want to find churches. A lot of food pantries also have clothes, cleaning supplies, those type of thing. Look for churches. Look for friends cleaning out their closets. Look for garage sales. This isn't really a money-saving tip, but rent is going to be your top priority. You do not want to lose your house. A lot of billing places will work with you. Make sure you pay your landlord. They are not going to play. Do not lose your housing. I mean, you could apply for low-income housing. I've tried. You're going to be on that wait list for years. So just start paying your rent. All rent is expensive. You can't do anything about it. Just pay it. If you do want to treat yourself, this is my little treat all the time. I get Sonic Happy Hour. Today, I actually did a survey and I got a free soft drink. I know this is not ideal. We are living in a fucked up economy. I understand that. You have to sacrifice to make it. Even if you go to school for something, even if you have a trade like I do, people making $24 an hour in the Midwest are not making it. So don't beat yourself up. Don't feel bad about it. I'm sure I have more money saving tips in there, but that's what I got right now. And that's where I'm at. And that's how I make it.
I've seen so many posts of people asking how are single income individuals surviving this economy, and let me just tell you what I do. I live in the hood. No luxury apartment for me. The bullets never bothered me anyway. If you go ahead and mind your business, you'll be okay. I made sure that my unit has heat included because if you live in a cold state, you know that heat bill can be insane every winter season. I'm only responsible for my cooking gas, my light bill, and my rent. If your light bill is insanely too high, you can go on this plan with ComEd if that's who you use, but I would suggest calling your electricity company and saying if you go on this plan where they have you pay a set amount. Now, if you go over that set amount that you are paying monthly, once you cancel that plan, you will be responsible for that. But if you need like a budget-friendly amount that you can pay monthly right now, that's a good option for you. I freeload off my sister's Costco card. If you know anybody with a Costco card, just go to Costco with them. I get these same specific things. I get a big bag of frozen vegetables. I get a big bag of breakfast sausages. It's like the chicken kind. And I get a carton of eggs. And those three things will last me for like the whole month. For breakfast, I eat the same thing. I either eat toast with it or I eat like some oatmeal with it and the breakfast sausage and some boiled eggs. I get a rotisserie chicken every week, and that one rotisserie chicken, you can make multiple meals out of it. I either eat it with the frozen vegetables, or I make some gravy, and I eat it over white rice, or I make some chicken fried rice. You can also make like a panini sandwich with it as well. So every week on groceries, I'm literally probably spending like $20, honestly, with the rotisserie chicken. And if I need to replace like the rice, or if I want to get like some beans or something, or if I want to get like a salad to go with it, maybe $30 max. If your Wi-Fi bill is too expensive, cancel it and call the next day and they will give you the new price, customer pricing. Do not call and say, can I get this reduced or anything like that. They're never going to give you a good deal. They're always going to try to upsell you and tell you that there is nothing that they can do. Just cancel it, call the next day, get the new customer pricing. For my insurance, my car insurance, I pay it every 6 months instead of monthly because if you pay it monthly, you're going to get that service fee, so you're going to end up paying more. Car is thankfully paid off, and if I don't have to drive to the location, I will just walk or take public transportation. I have a 7-year-old car and I only have 45,000 miles on it. I also get my gas from Costco as well. If your rent is going up to an insane, unmanageable amount after your year lease expires, go ahead and move. There are so many apartment complexes that are offering discount move-in fees and things of that nature. Just move. People are going to be like, well, it costs money to move. That one-time fee to move compared to your monthly payments, it's going to end up being cheaper. Without the budgeting, I am able to splurge if I want to go out to eat, if I want to go and do something, or if I want to buy something for myself. I put it directly on my credit card because it gives me an extra month to pay that off. So every 2 weeks when you get paid, just use a portion of your check to pay that off. I will also, if you are employed, check with your company to see if they have some type of incentive that they give you every year. My job does. I'm so thankful for that because I use that incentive yearly to go ahead and do like oil changes if I need to on my vehicle, get my brakes changed. If I need to get like a new tire or a new set of tires and things of that nature, I use that. Any services that you need to get done, don't call one place and just stick with that price. Call multiple places and find the cheapest option. Life is not amazing, but it's okay, and I'm comfortable with the way that I am living, so I can survive this economy.
You hear the advice that you should focus on reducing your bills, a lot of bills that you have, like some of those things that, because I mean, at the end of the month, like a lot of people, some people actually have so many things that are being like withdrawn, like money out of their accounts, out, and out, and out, and out. And it's like some of those things might be unnecessary. Like if you think about it, maybe you can leave without those things. I know. We say, yeah, we need to earn more. Like the economy should be better. People, corporations should pay more. People should have like more money flowing, rather than this, difficulty. By the end of the day, since that's what we're dealing with, I guess for most of us, we just have to try to see the way we could navigate and survive through this. Because I'm hoping and wishing that this is temporary and things don't really escalate and become worse than this and stays like this forever. Like, I mean, let this be a temporary situation. So we're just trying to see like things we could do to navigate it. But I do feel like honestly, some bills, if you can live without it, you can cut it out, and you don't think like it's not necessary, then do cut it out because those things they add up. Like they might be little, oh, this little amounts, maybe a subscription, maybe this or that. And every time that money is leaving, and what if you could save it? What if you could have that? What if that can stay in your bank account? And eventually you see that that money actually add up and improve something, financially for you.
I'm gonna rant really quick, as fast as I can, but y'all stay with me here. I have made it a point my entire adult life to not have to work so hard. What's the point of going to a job to make money just to spend it all on food and housing? There's no point. You're never gonna save money. You're always gonna be broke and you're always gonna be miserable. I realized this at a young age, so I decided to live in my car, to not pay rent, and to figure out a way to survive without having to off myself working over 40 hours a week. Everyone thinks you need money. Oh, you need money, you need money. No, you don't actually. You need to stop spending money. You need to stop having bills. So yesterday, I'm at work, right? And I work maybe 3-4 times a week. I'm not trying to be there every day. It's a depressing place, to be honest. But I always have someone every shift be like, how can you pay your bills? You don't even work that much. How do you survive? And I say, what bills? I try my hardest to not have as many bills as possible. Because if you don't have bills, you have nothing to pay. And all the money you make goes back into your bank account in your pocket. So I see one guy, he's, I moved to this country 25 years ago. He's like an immigrant from Mexico. And I work here every day, and I work every day, and I work every day. But I have no money. I'm like, well, you're spending it on something. He's like, well, I got this payment and this car insurance and this. I'm like, I don't pay car insurance. He's like, well, how do you drive? I say, with my hands and my feet. Look, no one said it's gonna be the normal way everyone does everything. If everyone just followed the rules, you would never get anywhere. I used to pay car insurance when I was younger, $600 every 6 months. I never got in an accident. I never needed that insurance, so I paid thousands of dollars for years on car insurance that I never ended up needing or using. So what are we doing? Same thing with food. I work at a restaurant. I work at restaurants so that I can get food, so that I can get a meal without having to spend money. It's not about how much money you have. If you have the proper resources, you won't need money. If you have a place to stay, you won't need to pay rent. If you have a garden, you won't need to buy fruit. If you have a sewing machine and some fabric, you won't need to buy clothes. The thing is, people want to spend money. People want to spend their money. They want to buy this, they want to buy that. They want to pay full price for something that you could get for half price on discount next fucking week. Like, y'all are your own problem. You're wondering how you don't have any money. It's because you spend it all. You're spending all the money you make. That's simply what it is. It's just sad because people think that, oh, I work hard, I work hard, I work hard. It doesn't matter how hard you fucking work if you're not saving any money, if you're just spending it all on useless things. Insurance is useless. Unless you have some nice ass car or you're prone to getting in an accident and like you really want to make sure that shit is insured. Great, get some insurance. I bought my car for $2,000 off Craigslist. If I get in an accident, like, I'm not getting any money from that. Like, why would I pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars a month on a car that I didn't even spend $2,000 on? You guys just have to think a little bit with your brain. Like, stop thinking you need money. Stop thinking you need money. You don't need money. Money is just an extra bonus. What you need is to find some resources. What you need is to make your own opportunities for yourself. So when people ask me, how do you survive? You only work here a couple days a week. How do you pay your bills? I say, what bills? I've made it a point in my life. I've made it a point in my young adult life to avoid all bills at all times. Of course, you're gonna have bills for here and there. I spend $25 a month on my phone bill. I think my electricity might be like $30 a month. You gotta find a way to reduce your bills heavily. Reduce your rent, get a roommate, sleep on your parents' couch and save up money. There's no shame in that. There's no shame in saving money. Save money. Do it. Don't spend out of your means. People, I don't have money, I don't have money. No, you have money. You make money every day. You just decide to live outside of your means. You decide to spend more money than you make. And that's why you're broke. I prioritize saving my money every day. People don't do that. Not everyone is built like that. Some people get $20 find $20 on the ground and they're spending it in 2 seconds. Okay, I'm finding $20 on the ground and I'm saving it. I'm putting it in my little safe with all my cash, because you would have survived without that money anyways. You would have found a way to survive without it. And that's kind of the whole point. You need to learn how to survive without having money, because once you realize you can live without a steady income, anything after that is just an added bonus. Any money you get, any job you have is just an added bonus to what you already have, which is your body, your life. You don't need money. Stop thinking you need more money. You need to stop spending. You need to stop spending your money on bills. But how do I stop? But I need to pay this bill. No, you don't. You want to pay it. You are there lined up at the door the second you can pay the bill. Stop. And I'm not talking about credit card bills. I've never had a credit card in my life. You know, I'm not saying rack up debt and don't pay your bills. I'm saying quite the opposite. Don't have a credit card bill. Stop spending money you don't have. Like, that's what happens when you spend money you don't even have. You're never gonna have it, you know? It seems like such an easy concept in my mind, but it baffles me how people live like this. They live like this every day. They go to work that they hate. They hate their job. They don't make money. And then they come home, scroll on their phone, and expect a fucking miracle to drop in their fucking lap. Like, no. Stop spending your money. You don't even need the money. You don't need it. Because all you really need every day is a place to sleep and some food to eat. I mean, like I said, I slept in my car for a year because I didn't want to pay rent. I saved money when I was sleeping in my car. Not a whole lot, but it's not like I was spending it on rent. Thousands of dollars a month. Imagine what $2,000 extra a month could do for you. In a year from now, you'll have an extra $24,000 to your name. So let's just take a second. Realize you don't need everything that you think you need. You don't need it. You don't. What you need is some money for your future. Eat some rice and beans today. Save the $20 fucking dollars. Put it away. Put it away. Don't look at it. I don't know what else to tell y'all, but it's just sad watching grown people. Like, these are grown people with grown kids asking me, how do I survive? Man, you're 50, bro. You haven't realized yet. You've been in America for 25 years. You haven't realized that for every dollar you make, the government wants 30 cents. You haven't quite caught on to that whole thing yet, where, like, it doesn't matter how much money you make, they're gonna want most of it anyways, before you even pay your bills. Come on, guys. Let's use our brains. Let's stop spending money on stupid fucking shit. Period.
I saw a video of a guy saying how he's living so frugal and he has saved almost $500,000. And many people in the comment section were just telling him, hey, you never know if you could survive. What if you die? And then where does that money go to? This and that, this, that. You know, and then the person made like a very interesting comment that I thought made sense, because he said, they were like, you're not enjoying your money. Like, what's the point of working? What's the point of doing things and you never get to enjoy, or you're not enjoying your life? And he said he does travel sometimes and he loved the idea of not having to worry about bills, like basically, because he doesn't have to like be panicking about paying a lot of stuff, you know, because he's frugal. So he doesn't have to be worrying. And that's real. Like, people don't understand that the stress of bills, like what it can do to your mental health. Like, you're always constantly on the survival mode, trying to pay a bill, going to work and then paying bills, and you not having anything at the end of the day. You're just paying bills with it. Like, that's just it. And at some point, like, you just sit down and be wondering, like, what the hell is this? It's stressful. Like really, it's stressful. Let's say you get sick or something happens. Now you don't have much. Maybe especially when you're living paycheck to paycheck and you don't even have savings. So whatever happens in your life, whatever emergency happens, you really have nothing to fall back on. Like, you could lose your job, you could not get paid. I know if we're working, we should be able to enjoy life and live a comfortable life. For some people, being frugal helps them. Like, it helps them because then they don't have to stress about the things that normal everyday individual feel like they have to have in their life. Some people, maybe rather than going to pay or buy a car that is like maybe very cheap and they could just buy it cash, like, very, it might not be attractive, maybe it doesn't fit the aesthetic that the person is actually striving to have, But at the end of the day, than for you to always constantly be worrying every month that you need to pay a certain amount, while some people will go and be having payments on their cars that are so high that it's messing up and eating a lot of parts of their paycheck. But because you gotta live, you just feel like you have to live that life. You have to do that, or else you're not complete. So you have some people who feel like they just gotta buy some high end stuff, like some name brands, expensive things, and just cause you're not gonna shame someone who doesn't feel like living frugally and just want to live their life for the moment, like they don't care. I'm not, or they're comfortable. Everybody have different. It looks different for everyone, and for those that are frugal, like kudos to them. And for those who refuse to be frugal and want to live, and they only live once, kudos to them too. Everybody live life how they feel, how they want to live. If you're someone who would love to do this, then maybe you should watch more videos on this and learn how some people are doing things that they're doing. They can give you tips, and it will help you. Maybe you're looking for that. But maybe you are the type who only live once, and big shout out to you. And I actually hope that you enjoy your life. And I hope that everyone, regardless of what you're doing, be it you're living frugally or you're just living for the moment, I hope you all enjoy your life. Either way, whatever path you choose. You've made it to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching this video today, and I really appreciate you. Please make sure you click the like button. It helps with the algorithm, and I appreciate that so much. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here and you're watching me for the very first time. Hit the notification bell to get notified every time I post a new video, and leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. I would love to see what you think about this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.